As a family therapist, we cannot forget about the issue of business. And especially in our country, the issue of unemployment is affecting the youth in very, very greater way. So now today, I would like to discuss a concept called Blue Ocean Strategy. What is Blue Ocean Strategy? Blue Ocean Strategy is a business approach that emphasizes on creating new and contested territories or areas, call it blue. Now, compared with this one, there is what we call the Red Ocean Strategy. Now, with the Red Ocean Strategy, we can just think about a number of sharks competing to eat one fish. What is going to happen in the ocean? It is going to be bloody, and yet hence the term Red Ocean Strategy. So now, what is the focus for Blue Ocean Strategy? The focus for Blue Ocean Strategy is the aspect of looking for new markets rather than competing on the traditional market or your competitor, or you trying to copy your competitor. So what do I mean by Blue Ocean Strategy in summary? One, when it comes to Blue Ocean Strategy, they value innovation. It's not business as usual. You don't do things the same way. You don't try to copy. You are not a copycat. You don't copy your competitor, your opponent. But what you do, you try to become different in terms of the strategy, in terms of the way you are doing business. You change the way you do business. How do you do that? You value innovation. You become very innovative. May it even be in packaging. May it even be in marketing strategy. May it even be differentiation of markets. Like, for example, when it comes to transport industry, assuming that you're in Nairobi, you can decide, one, to have other routes where your competitor is not. You add more routes, but different routes. This can also apply even to the airlines. When they are competing, they can also decide, you decide to have a totally different routes, and then your competitor will just be left where they were. So now, differentiation of markets, also when it comes to the matatu industry, for example, in towns like Nairobi, you try to give the fares are lower very early in the morning. They're not lower early in the morning, but the fare is higher early in the morning. And then when from 9, then you lower the fare. And then later at night, you continue also lowering the fare. And then also, for those people in, let's say, it's big business companies, for those who constantly use your company, traveling with your company. So what you do, you try to give them bonus. Bonus can be in terms of, let's say, per month. If they have been with you for a month, then you can give them free days without paying. Then there is the aspect of study needs. When it comes to Blue Ocean Strategy, these business people, they will try to do a study. They try to do a study, a feasibility study, and this study is based on the needs. So what am I trying to say? For example, giving an example for churches. Churches, you might find that they are competing on the same members of the church, the same congregation, the same neighborhood, and so it becomes very bloody. So now, a very strategic person who is utilizing Blue Ocean Strategy will not concentrate on competing with his opponents, trying to snatch some members of his congregation, but he's going to come up with the programs, for example, children programs. Probably they also study even about the equipment which those people are using. They also study even the time. How long do these people take in the church? How is their doctrine? Is it friendly? And then when it comes to such a need, when it comes now to having studied the needs, you are getting people based on their needs. You are not trying to get people who are already church goers, but you want to get those people who are non-church goers, who don't go to church, and then you want to find out why don't they go to church, and then when you try to find out, then you create a package. You have a package based on their needs. But then when they come to the red ocean strategy, they don't care about the issue of being innovative. They don't care about the needs of their members. And so you see, now, when you come with a new strategy, when you have studied, and then you have a marketing strategy, and even the delivery of even sermons, and this becoming different, you are likely to have a great penetration in markets which are virgin and which people may not know. So you don't waste a lot of your time competing with your traditional competitor, but you try to look for other markets. You create new avenues, you create new approaches. You create, even when it comes now to the public relations, you try to modify it. How is the past? How do your people? How do they welcome those people when they come? New people come to the church. How do you appreciate them? So now, what am I trying to say? You find that in blue ocean strategy, there is no competition trying to snatch people or trying to get the traditional market, but to try to have strategy based on the needs. If it is airline, you try to tap on the class of people who don't want to take a flight even within the country. Let's say someone desire to drive from Nairobi to Kisumu instead of taking a flight from Nairobi to Kisumu. Just have a study. Why don't they want to go by plane? Is it the cost? Then lower the cost. Otherwise, thank you very much. I hope, even especially the young people or business-minded people, you are able to look at the two strategy, the blue ocean strategy and the red ocean strategy. And as somebody said, battles and wars are won on strategy. You may be having tools, you may be having money, you may be having other advantages, but without a very reliable strategy, you are likely to lose the battle to your opponent, to your competitor, and then you'll be kicked out of the market, and then you'll just be an item in the history of business. Thank you very much. It's your family therapist and relationship coach, Mutea Rukwaro. Thank you. Have a great evening.